Hey guys, I'm back at it again with some more Mega Knight E Golem Sparky. I'm back to the classic, also known as the New Age, also known as the used condom deck. Do do do. I won against someone with uh I won against someone with a grand challenge win. So I know I can do a grand challenge with this deck now totally. This is not the deck he was playing. This is as you could have seen earlier. But not here. I already did this. This is a second. This is take two, and I'm still messing this up. Classic challenge wins. Grand challenge win. He knows how to play the game, and I still beat him. We'll get back to that game, but first we'll show us some of the shit games first. I'm only 3 wins into this one. I was tilted because I kept on trying to play things that wasn't Mega Knight, Sparky, E-Golem. I need to just understand, even if this isn't the best deck, this is... what did I just say? This is clearly the best deck. Look at it. It's ultra masterpiece. Uh, so I Mega Knight, he archers, he skeletons. I just let the skeletons do their damage to the Mega Knight and let it kite it because he played them on top. He hogs on top to block the jump dash, but that just those hogs are dead, and he had to spend another night on top of that. So now he's super minus. And now he's still minus. And I got this to tower, which takes away half of his tower. Like, Mighty Miner E-Wiz is it's so good because the E-Wiz gives the Mighty Miner extra HP by stunning the tower, and the Mighty Miner is a bunch of HP for the E-Wiz to do damage. I Sparky in the back, he mortars, so I Eagle a Mega Minion in the middle. And then I arrows again because you gotta go arrows on the archers. And then he gave me some knight value. The Mega Minion was taking for the Golemites, and bada bing bada boom. I'm I was even on Elixir, but now I get a free Mega Knight on board. So sure, I'm a little bit minus, but he's going to have to spend more than 2 Elixir on the Mega Knight. And he does. He spends a mortar on board. And then he spends a Knight too. It's like, come on. Well, but as you can see, this is clearly... I don't know why, but I made a 100-0 matchup deck for Mortar. Like, come on. He tries to take tower with an Archer's Knight. Counter push. I just Mega Minion it. He Firecrackers. I just arrows that because it's good arrows value. And then he arrows my push like 2 times and it's almost dead, but not enough where it doesn't take power still. I don't know why he doesn't just give up. He does one lane. I fuck up the Mega Knight, but he still played all of his hogs in one lane. You don't do that against Mega Knight, dude. You split them because the Mega Knight can only cover one lane. His ass ain't that fat to cover both lanes. I emo him because he has to good game me like 20 times, but like you played it horribly on top of the fact that I have matchup. Like it's not just that I had matchup, it's also that you played it horribly. No. And I played this weird ass Mega Knight Royal Giant deck, and then I don't know why it crashed, but whatever, guys. I'm keeping it in as long as the hiccup doesn't persist. No, okay. I almost had to delete my history. Then I played this weird ass Mega Knight Monk RG deck. Like, dude, you have way too much. Your shit costs way too much. You need to. It needs to be cheaper. So this dude plays a card in single elixir, despite having two 5 elixir cost cards, a 6 elixir cost card, and a 7 elixir cost card in his deck. Like, dude, you should be playing for double elixir. He plays Executioner with his monk. His monk tanks, but I don't know, man. 10 elixir to beat 7, not that good of a trade. Especially when you go and just give me a 6 elixir donation on top of that. So then I have to go in for the E-Golem. I go in for the Mighty Miner. He bats, I rage. He doesn't understand that he just played a Mega Knight into a Mighty Miner for some reason. And now I have the potential to 3-crown him. I don't quite 3-crown on this push, but I do get him the next push. Because, like... Oh no, I just spell cycled him at this point. I Mega Knight on top of the RG and the Executioner. And then I E-Wiz for both of them too. And then instead of arrowing the Goblin Gang, I arrows the King Tower. I Mega Minion to King to pressure it. I rage it, and now I just need to get to another arrows, and then I win the game. I Mighty Miner his Mega Knight to get crazy value. He monks, and he tries to prediction my arrow. He tries to reflect my arrows, but that's not how arrows works. Arrows is stupid like that. I don't know. They fixed the Executioner bug where the monk would throw back the Executioner would shoot as fast as the things came back, but they didn't fix the bug that didn't help out the monk, the arrows bug. I don't know why, but they just didn't. That it should have reflected all of his shots, but even if it did, like, dude, your tower is 93 HP. You have to do that every single time for the rest of the game. And I have to just not play the arrows where the monk is. I can just play opposite lane of the monk and I still get tower. Anyways, this is the game against the actually good person. He miners always in the safe spot. Even when it's not in the safe spot, it's close enough where you always predict the miner in the safe spot for the first one. After that, you do whatever. I go Eagle and Mega Minion for this mortar. I arrows the thing, and I have the Mega Minion does not kill one of the stab goblins, sadly enough. So my Eagle doesn't get that much value. It still gets like a quarter of his tower. And then I Mega Knight. And then he was on top of his Mighty Miner because I had enough elixir to do that in time. And like, now you're fucked. I love doing that. Dude, I had someone do that to me and I just wanted to quit the game. But then I realized, wait, I can just do that myself. Oh. I don't have any answer to Miner in the back, so he does that. I Mega Minion on it, but I predicted the placement wrong. He defensive mortars, so I Sparky. And then Then, because the Mega Minion killed the mortar entirely and he poisoned on my push, I decided to go in on Mega Knight. Now, this is how I win. First off, he Mighty Miners into a Sparky, so that just dies to the Sparky. I rage up my shit, so it kills the stab goblins. And now I have a full health Mega Knight on your half health tower age. Even if you didn't kill the Sparky, you would have been dead still. And then he gives up, I think. And I have to BM him because come on, dude, like you have a grand challenge win and you lost to the best deck in the game. Like my deck, you can always BM when you lose to it, but it's actually good. I don't know why it's actually good, but it's actually good, guys. That 1 HP Sparky kind of clutched out the game for me, but even if it didn't, I would have still been able to reset back to neutral because he would have had to spend a lot more elixir on my push. So the elixir golem elixir wouldn't have mattered as much. So yeah, guys, just remember this deck. It's actually good. It can beat people that are good at the game. Not great at the game because his trophy count isn't the best, but he's grand champion. I'm grand champion, so it's at least at my skill level of how good the deck is. Maybe I'll get ultimate champion with it, and I'll be like, hey, guess who has ultimate champion? Mega Knight Sparky Golem. And you're gonna have to start respecting these cards. Like, honestly, I don't have my Mega Knight leveled up though, so I can't really play it in ladder yet. But in a season or two, oh boy, in a season or two, it's gonna be all that they see is Mega Knights, E-Golem, and Sparky. Mega Knight E-Wizard is such an underrated combo though, because like Mighty Miner and Inferno Tower are such big killers of the Mega Knight, but no one thinks about them when they think about that. They always think about the cheap 1 elixir cards. But those are not that good at beating the Mega Knight other than activating the King Tower. What's actually good at beating the Mega Knight is the tank killers. At least in my deck. My deck you have like you're always going to have like a Sparky or something else behind the Mega Knight. So the Mega Knight, if they activate their King Tower, they're deactivating the other tower. So there's that. But so I don't think Firecracker or other cards that would activate King Tower in my deck would be that good because those cards they can activate King Tower even if I'm pressuring with a Sparky and whatnot, and it wouldn't cost them that much. But with Mega Knight, it costs them a lot. It costs them 2 cards, even if they're cheap cycle cards. It's still the fact that they have to play the 2 cards and have them available for that, on top of not having other defenses for the other card that I'm attacking with. Yeah. Oh. I'm done talking about my deck that I'm not even looking at, but whatever. My deck is good. I don't care what anyone believes but me. And that is that the deck is good. Goodbye.